Hello everyone, this is Sarah. So I just filmed a video about twin flame culture being toxic, and I thought, okay, so just because today I'm feeling like shit and I'm not feeling like a G6, to be exact, I was just like, why not make a video about what it's like having Saturn in the first house, because it fucking sucks. I know I have Saturn, Aries, Saturn in the first, in like the whole signs chart. I still am trying to figure out what system I like best, but yeah, this placement is kind of tough because the first house is like what you know, what you associate yourself with, like what you read. There's like personality traits and you're just like, yep, that's me. You're like rising sign. I personally am a Aries rising, and having Saturn in the first is like, it's like all your Aries energy is like restricted. I think it's also cool because it kind of gives you a Capricorn rising type of vibe, but then I'm an Aries rising, so like it's cool. I like those energy combined, even though they square. But having Saturn in the first house, man, it feels like you have like a million eyes on you. It feels like to you, everyone cares a fucking lot about what you do, when in reality no one does. But to yourself, it's just like you have to be perfect. Like you cannot appear foolish. You cannot seem to do things just for fun. Everything is like a test and you must be prepared. And if you fuck up, and especially if you are like embarrassed or you're humiliated or you're dismissed, that's like the worst thing that you can do to a Capricorn kind of. And so Saturn in the first house, it feels like you're way harder on yourself than everyone else is. I know if I'm honest, I'm always honest, but that, for example, when it comes to my appearance, I'm super hard on myself. And I look at certain people who may be not beautiful or may not have the perfect body or may just, be regular looking in that sense, and because there's always someone that's going to be better looking than you, so beauty is subjective, but you know what I mean. And I see them like uploading a certain picture where their like bodies don't look perfect or they look ugly or shit like that, and I'm just like, whoa, like I wish I was that confident to like not give a fuck. But I feel like I measure so much the way I look online. I measure so much the things I post. I don't know if this is related to being a people pleaser, but you're very aware of your environment and you're very aware of like what's right, what's wrong, what's like embarrassing, what's not. It can also make you, because you have way more trial and errors than the people you're surrounded by, or so it seems, because you're very hard on yourself. You probably expect yourself to be perfect as soon as you start something, and just because you don't start things for fun or just to see how it goes, it's just like you're like, no, like if I'm doing this, it's to win me, because I'm an Aries rising. And this is very unhealthy. Because many times you could also have very materialistic objectives in mind. I know when I first started YouTube, I was like thinking like, what videos will get me the most views? Like, oh, I need to do the Venus series, like, and I was just not have fun. Like I was like, right now I have so much fun because I just speak about whatever the fuck I want. Like I want to talk about moon conjunct Uranus today, that's fine. And it feels really nice because I'm connecting with people that are truly my tribe. That sounds so corny, but like, I don't know, I'm making genuine connections with people, and it truly, YouTube feels like escape. It doesn't feel like something I need to be the best in, which is what it used to feel like what it used to feel like when I started. I also started like a reactions channel because that would give me instant gratification, in the sense that like if a song comes out today and I film the reaction, I get a lot of views in that moment. And it's like, you need to learn that slow and steady wins the race. And also you need to believe in yourself, because you're trying to start something and be the best in it, but you're just like looking at what everyone else thinks of it. it's like I start this project and I'm like trying to tell everyone so that everyone promote it, and I'm just like, it kind of feels like you're entitled to success. So Saturn kind of breaks that down and tells you like, nah bro, like you need to work for your own success, and you need to do so in a humble manner, and you need to be truthful, and you need to operate with integrity. It also gives you this kind of vibe of like being an old soul. That's like so trendy right now, and it's like corny to say, but you're very wise. You're wise beyond your years. It's just like because life never felt like, you know, it was a playground. It's like you were kind of like an old man in that playground, or you were kind of free spirited, and then something happened, and that created many more situations where you were just like you had to be responsible, or you just you know, you were aware of what was wrong when other people weren't. I remember I was in therapy when I was 17. I was depressed, and my therapist told me, you're telling me things that people at their 30s haven't realized yet. And I was just like, yeah, like there's not much fun here, like apparently I'm like smart or like an old soul, but like this fucking sucks, you know. I wish I wasn't this aware, but it makes you also be very considerate with other people, because you take on a lot of hardships and a lot of trial and errors. So I know that I, for example, love to support people when they have new projects, or they're like, I don't know, they start in a business, whatever, because I know that I would have loved that encouragement from others, but I know that I didn't have it, mainly because I expected it. So it feels really nice when you're just doing things without that expectations, and doing things without asking others, what do you think? Do you think this is okay? Do you think people will like it? Or like thinking about how you could have the most impact, or like trying to get everyone to like you, and just, you know, the perceptions of other people don't matter, mainly because they are a reflection of your own beliefs about yourself. So when you're in that state of wanting everyone's validation and thinking that you're a failure, and just, you know, but low-key checking for confirmation that you suck, that's what you'll get. But when you start living on your own terms and taking responsibility for yourself, life seems to be working out for you, because, you know, Saturn is a motherfucker, but he wants the best for you. So if he sees you that you're like trying to half-ass something, you're trying to wing something, it will be taken away from you, because you need to develop this sense of responsibility. And it's really cool being in Saturn in the first house, because you're like naturally respected. You walk into a room and it's just like, whoa. Like it's not flashy. It's like very poised, very well put together. You probably have a great sense of style. I know that I love dressing in black, gold jewelry. I don't like just, you know, floral patterns and all that. Like you're very serious, or you have a serious expression, and probably people have told you that you have a resting bitch face, but then they get to know you and they're just like, oh, like you're a goofball. But this is because we are kind of selective when it comes to other people, and many times people think that we are rude, or like we are intimidating. Maybe they've told you that you're like intimidating, but it's just like you're not really trying to intimidate anyone. You're truly like minding your business, and just because you don't do things for fun, or you don't put yourself out there just because, you're not trying to be like, you don't have this, I associated with Libras, but like being just like engaging like small talk just because. Like, why would you? Like, I would rather be in my headphones and just listening to music, doing my own thing, whatever. It's not that I'm purposely trying to be rude. It's just I'm doing my own thing. And yeah, so I think it can be very discouraging, but one thing that I think is important is being on top of your things and truly developing self-love, because Saturn is on top of your shit and on top of the way you see yourself. So you need to heal all your issues, and mainly trying to be a little bit more loose, in a sense of like not taking everything so seriously and not thinking that you're a failure, and not wanting to open up and just wanting to just, you know, stay in your comfort zone of what you can control. Because what tends to happen with Saturn is that we want to control everything, and we never want people to see us in a weak light. But sometimes you think something is being weak, when in all actuality that means being brave. And because change doesn't happen within your comfort zone, and nothing that you do that is new or out of your routine will feel great, even if the law of attraction wants you to believe that. You will have some doubts and some resistance, because your brain mainly wants to protect you and wants to save energy and wants to keep you in that comfort state, or like the state of the known, you know. So changing yourself and believing in yourself and believing that you're worthy and believing that you're fucking awesome. I know I had a lot of trouble when it comes to standing up for myself, or like thinking that I was cool. Like, I know I'm cool, but like truly believing that, for example, with this channel, truly believing that even if I make a video about an aspect, like, why would I make a video about an aspect that gets like only a few views? And then I'm just like, but I'm making videos about aspects because I truly care about that aspect, and I'm getting great feedback from people because I'm doing something with integrity and I'm doing something for the right reasons. So just never forget that. And I'm sure I'm forgetting something else, but I hope you like this video. Subscribe if you haven't to. If you want me to talk about any aspect, let me know. I mainly talk about what I feel like talking about that day. But yeah, and I'll see you next video.